And here we have all the things in the update Aquatic listed off one by one. Hey there guys, Skippy here from Skippy 6 Gaming, guys, coming to you with a really useful video. Guys, honestly, we have had so much stuff with the update Aquatic, you know, coming out on beta, coming out on a snapshot. This version has this version has that, and it's kind of been dummied down if you really think about it. So I think what we're going to do today is actually go through a full list of what's coming, whether it's released or not. These are all the things that are on their way for the full version of the update Aquatic, and we're going to go over it nice and smooth. I think for this one here, guys, let's go for 382 likes. If you were one of those dudes, this guy's my little buddy. Hey buddy. Yeah, 382 likes. If you're one of those dudes, don't forget to hit me up. And yeah, so I took a whole bunch of whoa, hey, oh, hello, Mr. Zombie guy. Yeah, you're dead. So I took a bunch of screenshots and we're gonna go over it one by one. I think it's gonna be actually pretty useful. Does that guy actually really does see me? Okay, so let's start from the beginning, guys. So I kind of have it in different little categories. We're gonna go through some of those things right now. So first things first, turtles. We don't actually have it on Bedrock just yet. Again, we have a pre-release on Java. Turtles are a new mob. They're pretty cool. They will breed. You could breed these turtles. They're gonna make these eggs. These eggs can go 1, 2, 3, 4 right on the sand right there. They are super cool. There's various potions that come from said turtles. You can have a turtle helmet for your armor, which kind of updates your ability to do all kinds of aquatic stuff. And zombies don't like those turtle eggs. If they see them, they will stomp on them good. So let's keep going. In addition to this, we have some more new mobs of the ocean. We got our new fish. We got pufferfish, we got salmon, we got, I think it's cod, I'm pretty sure it's cod. They're gonna come complete with eggs. There are some potions that are associated with the pufferfish as well, and you can do various things with them. Again, you can pick them up with a bucket should you desire, changing the way that the mechanics work for fishing. So super cool as well. We have one more main mob, that one more passive mob that you'll find in the water. We have the dolphin, guys. The dolphins, as you can see from the beginning of our video here, are pretty friendly guys. They make a caw noise and follow you around. They will definitely show you where there is buried treasure. This has been a feature that has been glitched, kind of, depending on what version you're playing your beta or snapshot in. They do jump out of the water as well, and yeah, they pretty much, they take you to treasure if you give them fish, pretty much. Again, I think this is fixed now, but when it's fully in place, this is going to be a key thing moving forward. So that said, those are the passive mobs. What we're also going to talk about is shipwrecks. We got shipwrecks. These are ships that appear under the ocean. They're super cool, especially when surrounded with coral and all of these other new items in the ocean as well. Sometimes they can generate above ground. I've seen several above ground, and they also have chests in it that can provide you with various treasures of the ocean. So let's go down to ruins, guys. We got the underwater ruins is a new kind of you know, structure that generates. They've kind of adapted over the last little few periods of time, but now basically these underwater ruins will spawn again. I've seen these above water. Sometimes they generate above water, you know, sometimes with the wonky generation, but these ruins are important because these ruins will hold drowned mobs. So drowned mob right here is basically a zombie that drowns. You can make them with regular zombies, drown them in water, and they will be a drowned mob. The best thing about the drowned mob, other than, you know, they're a little dangerous, the best thing about them is they have tridents. Tridents is a brand new weapon that has come to the game. Here's a picture of me holding a trident. Yeah, so the tridents are super cool. You can get them from drowned mobs, you know, 10% of them, something like that. They're going to drop this trident, and you're going to be able to farm it, so it's going to be pretty easy. But long story short, tridents are cool. There are 3 enchantments that come with the trident. We can use channeling, riptide, and loyalty. Channeling will strike down lightning onto whatever you hit with it. Gonna make charge creeper farms a lot easier. Mob heads in survival will be a bigger thing now. Loyalty will let your trident come back to you after you throw it. Pretty much almost needed every time you have a trident, or else you're going to be following it around. I think that's kind of silly. And riptide. Riptide is going to allow you, while you're swimming, if you shoot it, it will give you a burst forward in the same manner. Riptide will also allow you, when flying with your elytra in the rain, to burst forward, kind of like a fireworks rocket. So trident, new enchantments, super cool. Now we're going to go to a lot of the other things. So Coral, guys, this is kind of the big graphics change. You can see there's all kinds of colored coral. There's all kinds of different, there's fan coral as well that goes on the side of blocks. Coral only lives underwater if you want it to keep its color. That said, those coral blocks will only be that color underwater. If you were to put it above water, they would turn to dried out coral and ugly and gray. So in addition to this, you'll also see kelp grows in the water. It definitely floats around. And it's easy to farm. It's a fuel source. If you make enough of them, they will become kelp blocks, and those kelp blocks are doable for fuel. So again, lots of underwater stuff in that sense. In addition to this, we also have conduits coming in the house. So conduits, as you can see right here, basically you make a conduit. It involves a few different ingredients. So you're gonna need a Nautilus core and a heart of the sea. These are items that you can find treasure wise in the game, and you put them together. Once they are together, what you're gonna have to do is pretty much surround it with prismarine. Prismarine will end up powering this Nautilus core, giving you basically an underwater beacon effect, giving you a bunch of stuff that helps you with water. Right here is basically shot from the live stream. That is the heart of the sea and the Nautilus Shell. I'm pretty sure it's called the Nautilus core now. I think they've changed the name since this, but don't quote me on that. That said, you'll wrap one around the other in a crafting table, and it will give you a conduit. Again, a conduit will be for underwater use. That said, we're gonna go on to the very next thing that's super cool and really does change the game redstone wise, is bubble columns. So as you can see from this picture, we have bubbles in the water. So within the game mechanics now, items floating in water will float to the surface when not affected by a bubble column. That said, bubble columns can work either way. Naturally, magma blocks will spawn in the ocean floor. When the magma blocks spawn on the ocean floor, those bubble columns will suck things down, whether it be a floating item, a player on a boat, or, you know, a dolphin. That said, you could put soul sand, and if you put soul sand, the bubble column action will be reversed, and it will push things up. This is going to make item elevators and things of that nature super easy to use and manage, I guess, redstone wise. So let's go over here. We also have sea pickles. So let's throw this guy up on the screen. You're going to see sea pickles here. Sea pickles, guys, light up under the water, so they only live underwater. You can farm them. I've already done a video on a farm for them. You can definitely, yeah, farm sea pickles. They light up under the water. It's pretty cool. Yeah, they're super easy to farm, so we'll just keep on going. So the new water mechanics is something that's super big here. I just took a quick little look-see to show you guys how it works. As you can see, it's a pretty straightforward thing. Water now goes in pockets. So instead of before, when, you know, a sign would hold, still kind of does, but now you can fill the other half of a half slab with water. You can fill the little area on a stair with water, on top of trapdoors with water, but water now goes in and around things that you think it would, rather than, you know, just blindly being stopped and blocked. And yeah, so in addition to this, last but not least, we are going to address something. So this is a funny one. Everybody's been waiting for the Phantom of the Night Sky. So I'm going to throw this Phantom of the Night Sky up. It looks really cool. They've done several reiterations of it, changing the eyes and whether it, basically, long story short, this Phantom of the Night Sky, what it does is it doesn't like you to not sleep. So if you were to go long periods of time without sleeping, this Phantom of the Night Sky would be more likely to attack you. And yeah, that's a thing. It is pretty deadly if you have a few of them. I'm not sure exactly the spawning rules. I think we'll get some more 100% specifics when full versions of the game come out containing it. That said, a lot of people are probably like, hey Skippy, what phase is the Phantom coming out? Because we only have phase 1 on Bedrock. They have only pre-release on Java. So the Java, they have the Phantom, but it's only in the pre-release. In full game mode, Phantom doesn't exist. That said, I'm gonna give you a little bit of info. The Phantom actually is not part of Update Aquatic, so the Phantom will not be in phase 1 or phase 2, or when they actually put out Update Aquatic full for everybody, you know, hey, Update Aquatic's here, there will not be a Phantom in it. I know everybody thinks there is, but that said, if you look through, I got a nice a little quote on Twitter from Helen, a community manager for Minecraft, says there's only 2 aquatic updates. Phantom is not part of Update Aquatic. I don't know anything about Redstone. So that's about a whole other conversation. Long story short is Update Aquatic does not include Phantom. the Phantom is the next, you know, update after that. So that said, there we go. The Phantom comes from the mob vote, right? So the Phantom comes from the mob vote, and it is kind of different. Honestly, guys, I think I have to say this is actually pretty funny, is I think that when they put out that mob vote, they had every thought that the underwater one was going to win, because the underwater one was very close to winning, and I think they thought it would win, and if it won, it would be super cool, because then they could just include it in the aquatic update. That said, I'm super stoked for all these things. I'm really looking forward to all these things actually coming in full release. Until then, I'll just hang out in the realm and do what I can. But which one are you most excited for? Because I think turtles are cool. I'm not sure that dolphins are going to get my attention just yet, because I'm not sure what they're going to do. Someone was like, hey Skippy, let's go make a dolphin farm, and I'm like, dolphin farm? I'm like, for what? So that said, we'll find out. I'm not sure. I think maybe farming them to help you find treasure might be a thing, but don't forget to smash that like. Don't forget as well to subscribe to my channel for yeah, some more tutorials, let's plays, and news updates. Thanks a lot for tuning in, and I'll catch you on the next one.